welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore, and this is Oxygen Not Included. Now, let's see, unpause this. Okay, there we go. Got it working. So we got this stuff going on with this issue with contaminated water somehow ending up here, which I still haven't figured out how that exactly happened. Definitely having some trouble figuring out the water system. Other things going on. What else is there? They recently had another update. Nothing major it looked like, but I think the essential thing was that the big thing I saw was they said something about a setup so that what was it? How to put it? Hatches would no longer eat duplicants. Weird, right? I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what it means. I'm guessing it is something important, but I guess I didn't know about it because I didn't make any hatches. Probably should do that. Otherwise, what's going on? We got everything going here. Things are moving along here. We're on cycle 16. People are getting a bit stressed. In fact, looks like Price needs some time in the massage chair. And yeah, otherwise things are progressing nicely. I am thinking though I'm going to want to restart, like start a new game and start over, because I've made a lot of mistakes in this one. Besides this area with the contaminated water, you know, there's been a lot of other issues while things were getting figured out. And I kind of like to get a fresh start and everything, but I'm going to go this last episode with this place and just see what I can do with it. Maybe poke around in a few areas I haven't poked yet just to see what happens. Like, what happens if you dig into some of this chlorine or something like that? And, you know, fun things. Might as well have some fun with the hydrogen. It'll give me an idea also of how these gases interact. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to dig out this area here and see whether what goes where. Like whether the hydrogen comes up and in, or, yeah, how it all goes. And I hope you guys are all okay with that. Yeah, after this episode, once I've got all that going, I think I'm going to take a break from recording this game for a little while. Just play some on my own while I get the hang of things, and hopefully by the time I record again, I'll have figured some stuff out better, and I'll be able to well, my biggest hope is that next time I start recording, I'll be able to actually record smoothly, which my recording, as you've noticed, I imagine, has not succeeded in doing so far. But I want to take some time just on my own to learn the things a bit better, get an idea of what works, what doesn't, and then hopefully, yeah, get the recording working right. And then next time next time I start recording again, hopefully there'll be some new upgrades for this, updates for this game, and things will be a little more smoothed out in some ways. And yeah, hopefully I'll get the mechanics working right. Also, just all in all, make things better all around so that hopefully you can all enjoy it. Let's dig into there, how about? The question is how. Where is everything? That's there. Let's dig into this area, which is hydrogen again. Okay. Well, wait. Actually, I'm already digging into that one hydrogen area. Let's dig down. Also, I learned from watching Jacksepticeye's second episode that apparently duplicants can climb up to up 2 spaces, so like 2 tiles. So if they were down here, they could get up to here. I thought that was interesting and good to know, really. And right, there's that. And there's that. And I'm just going to zoom out here for a bit to prioritize everything higher. That way I'm not wasting everyone's time while I figure this out. Oh good, this is done. Let's take a look at how this is behaving. Oxygen overlay. Okay. Huh. Very complicated. So it looks like hydrogen may be lighter than air. In this, and that's probably a commonly known fact for some people, but for me it's not. But it looks like hydrogen is lighter than air, and so it should rise with time. I think that's some hydrogen right there. Yep. So it looks like hydrogen rises, carbon dioxide sinks, contaminated oxygen just goes around like normal oxygen, which is really annoying in some cases because it's a lot harder to control. I don't know what to do with that stupid water. To clean that out. That's all there. Not in liquid. Yep, okay. So that didn't play out as well as I was hoping. I was hoping it would just suck up the water from up here, but apparently this really jelly water setup is not conducive for what I need. Liquid. Ooh, I just had a thought. Do I have anything? Temperature modulation. Let's work on that. I can probably finish that before the end of the episode. But I'm wondering what would happen if I changed the temperature on the water. Maybe it would become less gelish if I warmed it up more. Or if I were to freeze it. As I understand it, water will freeze in this game. But I've never done that, so I don't know exactly how it all works. And maybe it's not implemented yet for all I know. But I would like to kind of experiment with some of this and see how it plays out. Let's up this priority and this priority just so I can get that research done in a timely manner. And then this will be fun to just play with the chlorine, which will probably kill someone. Also, we'll let this guy in and we'll see how he acts, whether he's a vicious little monster or whether he behaves himself. He's such a cute little blob. Blub, blub, blub. Seems to be as mobile as any of my characters. So, very interesting. I think that one of the updates also did something about a skill cap. I don't know how that works. Or what the cap might be. I haven't actually read the forums on it. I just am going off of what I've seen bits of information-wise on Steam. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What is this? Cannot reach any pending job tasks. Okay. So I don't know why he can't. Nope, now he can. So also it seems like my layout is a little too complex, and so it's messing with some of the characters, being able to work out where they're going and what they're doing. Let's take a look at this again. Yep, that's progressing nicely. All the way up, so that's definitely a good thing to know though. The hydrogen being slightly lighter than air, it looks like it definitely will rise, which makes controlling it a lot easier. Though it does seem to not rise by a ton, so I will have to be careful when I start really playing with oxygen hydrogen mixtures more in some future game. Harvest these. Whoosh bars. Coming along nicely. Lice loaves. Awesome. And yeah, this is a very interesting setup all in all. Hydrogen and chlorine. Looks like chlorine's heavier than hydrogen. I just don't know if it's heavier than oxygen. I think it's going to be, but I don't really know for sure. Also got a bunch of contaminated oxygen in here. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. They're progressing pretty well here. It looks like this stuff takes a little while to cut out. I'm gonna speed up the timer and see how that affects things just maybe they'll get it done faster. Also, I don't know how it will affect the recording. I'd kind of like to see how that plays out. Apparently they're all going to run away now and not do their job. So where are you guys all at? Okay, they're eating, that's why. Also, next time I play, I definitely want to, on my own time, I'm going to experiment a lot with storage and how that works better, because the ration box seems to be limited on what, it seems to only store edible stuff. Which I think is another reason why the sweeping things up previously wasn't working. That I tried with the stuff down here in the bed area, because you need to build a storage locker, I think, for the other stuff to get put in. Alright. That's all chunky. That was chunky for me, so I bet it's super chunky in the recording too. Yeah. I definitely want to take... The biggest thing is I hope I can eventually... I don't know. I've got some stuff going on right now, and eventually I'm hoping to be able to maybe improve my equipment to something that can handle better systems, like a better run of things, and like actually handle recording and running a game at the same time. Yeah, right. The speed seems to definitely speed it up, at least with getting this digging done. But I don't know how some of this is going to react all in all, or when I'll be able to get new equipment, so I may have to just go and record some other games for a time. Come on, I want to see what the chlorine does. Oh well. I'm gonna go back to normal speed now for a little bit. Or slow speed, I guess is what it is. The one that I'm used to working with anyway. This is still overheated and not gonna be done for a long while. That's working. Definitely a different setup than some. Oh, this needs to get replanted. Oh no, it doesn't. It's working now. I think it was dying due to, yeah, atmospheric pressure is too low. I don't know how that's exactly working. I think it's because I dug into too many areas maybe, and so everything's spreading out more, and like the gas is all spraying out more, and so it's creating different atmospheric conditions. At least I think that's what's going on. And this needs to get cleaned, because I want people to not be dying horribly before I finish with this episode. I want to see what happens with some of these places. Then if I can dig... Yeah, if I dig into here, then that should work. Of course, I don't know if my characters will be able to survive in here enough to dig into there. Also, don't know how things work for in regards to disease yet. There's a lot of aspects of this game I haven't been able to really explore in these playthroughs, unfortunately. But once again, I hope to be able to explore them in the future, once things are more developed and hopefully my system's running better. In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching this as much as you have. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. I'm surprised that's able to grow in this. And it looks like, of course, that harvested for a while, so I wonder if the meal would like automatically harvest itself after it reaches a certain point. I don't know. It's weird. Or maybe it literally did die due to conditions, and now something's just changed enough for it to actually grow again. Though it still seems to be buried in carbon dioxide. I don't know. I don't know what to make of a lot of this game yet. It's really awesome though. They've put so much work into this, and this is in alpha still. I'm really interested to see what this game looks like once they get out of alpha and into I don't know. I'm really interested to see what it'll look like when it's complete. Will there be more research, more ways to do things, events, maybe an end goal? I would like to see an end goal. Like, can you escape from the asteroid or something? Kind of like Don't Starve, where you end up just going through all their worlds. Maybe you could end up eventually creating a portal that takes your duplicants, or some of your duplicants, kind of like a starter setup, where you only get like 3 duplicants to go on, and they get teleported to some new asteroid with different conditions, and have to survive through that until they can build a certain device again, or find a device somewhere and teleport out again. That would be really interesting. Eventually they get back to somewhere like Earth, or I don't know, just they get out of the asteroids. There's so many potentials. I have no idea what the game developers have planned though. I just would really like to see what they do, because there's so much potential in this game. Just like with Don't Starve, they did so much with that. They did the outside, the normal world. They did the working towards the end. They did the whole cave system, and then they did the shipwrecked, which brought huge differences in the gameplay. And I don't know, I just love to see how some of this plays out. Alright, that's very toxic, and slightly toxic. So chlorine is bad for your health. Big surprise. Looks like they can't stay under here very long because they have to hold their breath or something, I think. Uh-oh. I'm probably going to start losing people here just because I was doing this, and you know, they're going to start running out of oxygen and breathing in nasty stuff. New duplicants are available again. Okay. Let's get this one with digging, since that way they'll hopefully finish things up before the end of the episode. A little more likely. Temperature modulation. Oh good, I wanted to play with that. So let's slow this back down so hopefully it'll run smoother for you guys. And let's see. I need to utilities. Thermal cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. Dissipates a small amount of heat. So let's put this thermal regulator in here and see how it affects some things. Power, I need to power it, I believe. Yep. Okay. Then let's put another thermal regulator somewhere a little more watery. Power switch. Oh yeah, I can make batteries now too. Forgot about that. Looks like it's twice the size of a normal battery, like of the tiny battery you start with. So that's interesting. Well, for now, utilities. Let's put a thermal regulator here, because this is most likely to be able to start affecting things, I think, from there. Especially, so mostly I want to see how it'll affect the liquid water. And meanwhile, down here, I'm going to put in, how to put it? I'm going to put in, I want to put in a hydro fan. Dissipates a small amount of heat. I don't have a place to put it just yet. I'm going to try put, I think I'm going to cut out some areas here and then put in some tile. I'll put in gas permeable just there. And utilities, thermal hydro fan thingy, whatever it is. Oops, didn't mean to put it that high up. Hydro fan here. Okay, and hopefully that will be able to affect things in a noticeable fashion. Alright, it doesn't look like it dissipates a small amount of heat. But I don't see, I wonder how it works, because it doesn't look like it plugs in to anything, so I guess I'll have to wait until it gets started up and then I'll see how it goes. Okay. Definitely having some air quality problems in this whole area. Which is one of the other reasons, like I said, I want to restart, because I definitely made mistakes. And not good ones. Some definite mistakes that negatively impacted my whole run of things, really. I think I need to work on... I should really experiment with development more, like using tiles and walls and like using doors and how those can affect areas. I want to do the kind of a shaft setup with a ladder and then have side shafts for like the rooms and other things. Help regulate where things are better, and so that they don't have all this cross-contamination of certain areas with other things. Come on guys, you can do it. You can finish this before you run out of oxygen. Alright, go back to studying combustion. Okay, what's this? Cools the gas pipe through it. Do I have to... do I have to attach to it? Do I have to attach pipes? No, I'm not seeing that. No gas intake, no gas output. Do I have that? I don't know if I have everything I need for this then. But that seems odd that it wouldn't come with that sort of stuff already somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, gas vent, output, transports gas between gas intakes and gas outputs. So gas vent, where's the gas input then? Gas pump. And gas runs it through the connected gas pipe. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was so much more to this. The system's a lot more complicated than I originally thought. So, gas pump here. And I'll just put an outtake there. And gas pipe. There we go. So that there. What does this need? This seems to... does it need anything? How does this work? I'm gonna turn this up. Does it just get... waiting for a duplicate to operate this building? Okay, so this one doesn't need piping, but rather it needs just someone to run it. Let's see, I think she's gonna come down and run it here. So let's see how this affects things. Okay, fan setup. Temperature. Not noticing a major difference right now, but maybe it doesn't make a big difference, or maybe it can't in this condition. I mean, it does have a lot. It looks like it blows upwards a lot, and I don't have space above it opened. Anyway, I'll let that run for the time being, and let's take a look at this setup over here and see if I can prioritize it a bit higher to get done. There. Because I want to see how this runs especially. And these may not be powerful enough to actually do anything for now. I don't know. I don't know the full extent of the abilities of these devices. Temperature, it's pretty warm. Well, okay, it's kind of chilly over here in some cases, but I'm curious to see how this will affect it. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so that runs, sucks in the gas, which then goes into there. That heats up a lot, and then starts blowing hot air out here. Okay, let's get a better look at this without the square bulges in the pipes. Very interesting. Yep, and I'm out of power there. In the meantime, let's get an whole setup here. And gas pipe, gas pump, that there, then bloop, and bloop, there. Okay, I think that's everything I need. I do need power to run things. There. I think it may be a good idea in future games also to prioritize research more, as that would allow me to get more done all in all. Let's see, I'm going to deconstruct this battery so I can put in a bigger battery once it's gone. Looks like it stores a fair amount of power. I just don't know how some of it is gonna play out. Okay, put that there, and I'll put a tiny battery here for comparison. Now that I can fit them all there. I'm definitely running out of oxygen overall in this place. Looks like carbon dioxide is getting very prevalent. A lot of contaminated air. I think that blew in from over here. Oh, I think I know what happened. That's a lot more contaminated air than I used to have. I think what happened is the hydrogen maybe, but definitely at least I'm betting the chlorine creates contaminated air, I bet. When it comes in contact with oxygen, I bet it dissipates and becomes contaminated air. Yeah, because the hydrogen over here doesn't seem to be doing that. Hydrogen stays separate from air. Oh, that's very interesting. And research is done. Let's see. Just play with some of these. You can do insulated stuff, which reduces heat transfer and that sort of thing. And now I've got coal generator. Let's put this here. And I've got hydrogen generator. Let's put that here. Power these. There. Harvest that. And what else needs to go into this, I wonder? Piping? No. What about... I guess I'll know more once they... Okay. Gas pipe. Converts hydrogen into... Hey, wait, this thing doesn't generate hydrogen at all. It may not be the most clean burning power source, but at least it's also inefficient. So I'm betting this creates a lot of contaminated oxygen, and this I don't know what to expect with it. I need a lot of copper ore, it looks like, in order to build any of this. So harvest that. Harvest that. There we go. Alright, speed things up again. Running out of food, which is not good. So I'll start fabricating some mush bars that way. I'm probably gonna need to well, I guess it doesn't matter since this is all falling apart anyway, but oh boy. It's really interesting to see everything kind of go to hell in a handbasket. Just the amount of chaos that ensues. It looks like chlorine is all here. And while it does seem to be heavier than air, I think, it also seems to... well, maybe not. I can't tell for sure how it behaves compared to other stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna check the morgue here. The morb, sorry. An agile, disease-ridden invertebrate. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I wanted to see whether it was like giving off gas or not, but it doesn't seem to be. Pump not in gas. So does it pump in certain types of gas then? I don't understand what that means. Maybe it has to be in certain types of gas conditions? I just don't know. Gas vent overpressurized. Too much pressure here? Okay. Yeah, these are a bunch of problems I don't even know what to do with, or how they affect things. Looks very interesting though. It's really interesting to see how this all falls apart, just because, it's interesting. It's fast. But these things do seem to fall apart really quickly when they do get to falling apart. Like, I just got poison gas everywhere. I'm surprised I don't have people dying yet due to oxygen levels being too low. Looks like I'm out of algae, which means people aren't able to even produce more pressurized stuff. Ah, man. So much weird junk going on. That looks really interesting, though. Just the patterns of the algae and other resources are very unique to each other, to themselves. Cycle 20, report ready. What does that mean? Oxygen generation, power usage, power wasted. Was this the thing before? Were they doing this every cycle before? I just missed it? I wonder if I was. Interesting. Alright. Well, we should have people dying any second now. Available kilojoules. That's a lot of power. Awesome. Wow, apparently size does matter. More research completed. Whoop, why did that come out? There we go. Cooking station, fertilizer maker, refrigerator. Refrigerators apparently, obviously, as you might expect, would help things last longer food-wise. And yeah. Well, this is all falling apart pretty quick. I'm really surprised people aren't just dropping dead yet. That's kind of what I was expecting to happen when I made this mess. I was expecting it to fall apart really quickly, everyone would die, and we'd move on. And this would be the last episode for this, for my little death trap. But, hey, here we are. Still running. Ladder, there. There. Yeah, this is slow for me, so I imagine it's going to be a mess for you guys. But I wanted to speed things up and just, you know, let it run its course. I think that's part of the problem Jack's having on his channel, Jacksepticeye. He didn't do so hot on his first run. He ran out of oxygen to the point people were dropping dead. And he did that pretty quick. But I think part of the problem is he was running this game at a much higher speed, so things were progressing a lot faster for him. And he's got a much better setup though. He could actually record it at that speed. and have it not be jerky and a mess. But yeah, very interesting. Oh good, more duplicants available to come die. Come, die with me. Athletics, tinkering. Insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, I'm hardly producing any. I'm really surprised this place hasn't pumped not in gas. I still don't know what that means. What does it mean by pumped not in gas? I mean, is not everything in this area gas? This is not oxygen a gas? Carbon dioxide, all this other junk? Shouldn't this all be gas? Well, the chlorine's over here now. Huh. That is spreading a lot. So maybe... I still don't know how the chlorine's affected. Maybe it was pulled along by pressure systems? Like, the pressure was lower in here than where it came from, so it got pushed through the pipe, through the tunnel and up into my area. The hydrogen is definitely lighter though than everything else, as that's gone up and just filled up here. So that's good to know. Hydrogen, easy to control. Chlorine, I haven't figured out. I just haven't figured out this piping system, this pump system yet. And how's the temperature level look over here? Oh, it has cooled down significantly now. That's interesting. Very interesting. But the water's still pretty warm and is not anywhere close to freezing yet. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how to run some of this. This is all dying due to atmospheric pressure too low. So yeah, I'm running out of... I think I've got too much space and not enough gas to fill it. It's like not enough oxygen, not enough other stuff, and so the pressure's too low, which is causing problems all over. And yet, people aren't dead yet. Holding breath, new friend, restful sleep, blah blah blah, stress bladder. Really? How are none of you dying yet? How? Oh, hello, little morb. I really don't know how none of my characters are dead. I mean, they're living in super bad conditions. Their sleeping quarters seem to be the most livable with oxygen levels and whatnot. But even still, let's just dig up that. And that. And increase the priority on all this digging. Come on, I just want to click that. There we go. There. I'll just increase the digging level. All in all, a couple of people don't have beds. You're suffocating. Are you gonna die yet? Inhaling negative gas O2. Really? Everyone has to keep running out of bed to get air. But no one's dead yet. Jack had way more trouble with people dying from lack of air. Admittedly, he had a much smaller area, so when they ran out of gas, when they ran out of air, they ran out of air. Fertilizer. That's a big station. That seems to be a big thing also. As you progress, some of these stations get huge, so you have to take up more space for them. Oh man. Pretty colors though. It's all the gas flying around, creating weird mixtures. This place is very colorful. How are none of you dead yet? Just die already, I'm trying to kill you. I am literally trying to kill you right now. What if I have you run all the way over here to dig? Huh? If I have them run all the way over here to dig, they'll die from air deprivation and whatnot. At least a bit faster. Also, I still have no idea what was up with the water system over here and it running out. Unless, enable building. The best I can figure is that this shower is way inefficient. And that's also probably what caused this other spreading of things. Either way, I'm going to turn it on. And what's this? Building disabled. No, it's not. It's now enabled. There we go. Okay, pipes going there. I want to see how this runs before ending things at least. Now they've got this filtration system worked out differently. So it'll go through there, then it pumps it right into this water purifier. That seems to be a good thing to do, is don't use the shower until you got water purifier to deal with the runoff and the contamination involved there. From that way area, then I can see it can pump into there, then it'll pump out. Where is all the plumbing going anyway? I need to check that. Yeah, so then it should pump out there. In time. Is this running? Uses sand to purify contaminated water. So far nothing's actually seems to be running through it though. Which has got me wondering if I have this setup messed up somehow. Would be surprising in some ways. This is kind of jamming up. I think there's water in it. Awaiting material delivery filtration medium. Okay. So I think this is waiting for sand. People are getting stressed. Good, I want to know what... Maybe you'll have a breakdown before the end and I'll be able to see what that looks like. Yeah, you're getting close. Woodrow, where are you? Oh well. Definitely got some people having breakdowns and having issues overall. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get those generators running right before the end of things. Where is Woodrow? Oh, you got that dug out and you still didn't die? How? Apparently my guys are very good at holding their breath. There's Woodrow. Hi Woodrow, your stress level is just skyrocketing. Alright. Well, give that a little longer and he should go nuts. She's working out a lot, getting that running. This still doesn't seem to be doing anything. Why aren't you doing anything? Awaiting material delivery filtration medium. Do I not have sand? There's some sand. Dig that. Yeah, I've got sand lying all over the place. So why is this not getting filtered? Funny, roses, the bristle blossom is growing along pretty nicely. Even if it is stifled and overheated. I haven't fertilized it at all. I should figure out how to fertilize things. I don't know how to do that. Algae beds even eat up algae. Okay. Yeah, running everything seems to be problematic. Well, I would like to see this run at least once before I close things up. But I'm not seeing it actually doing anything. This way I'm going to finish all the research before I end up closing everything down too, which is going to be interesting. Stress vomiting. Okay, so he's breaking it. He's breaking down. Stress 91%. Why won't it let me zoom in? There we go. It moves so fast when you have to full speed. I can't even keep up with them with my screen. There we go, now it's running. Okay. That's it? Okay. Much better. Looks cool. Pumps in everything, runs it through a system. Contaminated, less contaminated, clear, then it pumps it out. Falls down in here. So it looks like it's already getting contaminated again just from falling in contaminated water. Anyway, it was cool to see how that's going. I'm not really getting anywhere with this, and it looks like everyone's gonna keep living no matter what I do for the time being. Just, there's enough oxygen keeping up for everyone to not die. So, well, I'm gonna close it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, leave a comment below, and hit subscribe. Keep coming back for more videos. I'm definitely gonna do more videos for this game in time. I just need to take some time to work things out. But thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!